That is the land of horns. And impatient assholes at four-way stop going meep, meep, meep. Meep, meep.
I summon 1d6 a-holes.
No, he's... It is called Arcoris. It is a world of... No, sorry. It is Drakis. A wild world full of many races. Squatting in the shattered remnants of some magical human empire.
Wild sounds like a big tree.
The gate there leads directly into their blood arena.
Alright, let's do it. When you guys are ready to go.
Many Voslandic warriors and those from Vosnsaga have died to the spectacle of those on the other side.
Alright. What is the arena made out of? Stone, I presume? Or is iron?
I have not gone there.
Alright. We'll just prepare. We'll prepare appropriately for it then.
He says iron funny.
It is a mixed
Alright.
world of humans, lizard folk, hobgoblins, strange frog creatures, and rat folk.
Sounds like a fun bunch.
Rat folk. Nazumi.
You say rat folk really funny.
Nazumi.
What in the
Is it
blazes
Nazumi?
is a rat folk?
Or are they not Nazumi?
They're like cat folk, but they're rat folk.
What is a cat folk?
Kind of,
What matters are
they're-
people speaking here?
well, it's like,
Every day I wake up and it's some new...
Well, we saw Catman. No, you saw Catman. He was at
I didn't see anything. You just were talking to a bunch of ruins.
There was a Catman in the ruins.
you didn't,
So
you never
you told
saw them.
me. I saw nothing.
They're about.
Okay,
they're
we're
about
all
my height.
trying to trick you.
Sometimes I look...
Galen. The humans, they're think of it as a mix between a human and a cat. They're about my height. They're furry. They look like cats. They walk on two legs. They
How
speak.
was that even possible?
Well, there's a tree that we go from world to world on. Come on,
When a man really loves
open
his
up your
cat.
mind.
I don't think it works that
I
way.
think you're...
It wasn't exact.
No, this...
I'm not jerk. I'm not pulling. I'm not making fun of you. I'm serious.
You're making fun of me.
Right.
A man can't
Just
breed
don't
with
be
a
shocked.
cat. That makes no
Don't
sense.
be shocked.
How would it even work?
No, I'm not.
It's too
I'm not saying
small.
that's what happened. Oh god.
Some things...
Here's a bee. These are the bees, and these are the bears. All right. Well, Morfar. What about rods of travel? Planar travel. Planar rods.
He goes over to a box and produces a scroll with the song to Drakis on it.
Okay.
And then the two other scrolls he's got. These are worlds that we have not warred against. This one leads to a trading outpost. I need a
what?
name. I need a name for a world.
Bargainagus. It could be a boss.
Martin.
Sinistar.
Sinistar. Wow.
Run, coward.
The edge of nowhere.
Ceres. The trading outpost.
Ceres.
Skyrim.
Fine. I'll come up with it myself.
We're trying, man.
Nightia. World of Nights.
Metropolin.
Oh. What kind?
Sorry,
Marty.
we need to know what flavor of
terrible
trade
people.
world.
New Yarkas. Valius.
We'll call it
right here.
Forlind.
Sounds like an Elvish trading post.
And the name of the settlement is just simply Bartertown.
Skyrim.
Yes.
Skyrim.
We drink and get drunk very high.
I don't get high, I get elevated.
Bam.
There is a scattering
have-
of human folk. I do believe that this is one of the worlds that is raided by hill giants.
That means
what
that
about-
we have 3.
Perhaps.
What about the song for Vosgard?
It may also lead to Jotunheim.
We know where Jotunheim is.
We found
Right.
Jotunheim.
We found
Think
Jotunheim. Yeah. So Jotunheim also leads to 3.
Yeah.
And then the last world. The last world is a dead place. The air is thin. The monuments old.
All right. We should be fine there as long as there's not that many of us traveling.
We know of its name only through the traitors. It is called Ignum, and we'll call it a tomb world, or
So,
like a remote planet.
maybe we should try to make Nalbrin rod,
There's
and
diamonds.
then go to one of these places in spring with crew.
And a bunch of clerics.
So
Why? Why do you need clerics?
the songs, if you guys want to copy this, I'll type it out so you know how to get to Dracus.
Yep.
Also,
where do you want
do
me
we
to
have
type
the
this, Marty?
song?
For Lind, wherever you're keeping track of,
Just put it in what's it called?
and Ignum.
Journal.
Journals.
Party pages. Party pages.
I'm gonna
Songs.
have a chunk called songs.
We don't have the song for this world.
We need this song.
We need the song for this world, so we can get back.
He finds that funny.
Well, I agree. When I showed up here, I
think-
didn't know nothing. So yeah,
We're not.
Why
We're
don't
not
you
going
build one
anywhere
of those
without that one.
rods you're always talking about?
I do
but we
have a
can't
rod for
rod
this
back
world.
with the whole boat. It takes many trips.
Exactly. That's the problem.
So eager to explore that you don't know the way home.
No, that's what he was asking about.
The king
Let-
promised
Let
you
me
free.
showing his.
Well, if I.
All right, fine. I guess we're not going to go and use your song gate.
Oh, the other side is when we use the sun gate, we don't come back. Which maybe I don't know.
Okay, so
Three
you guys are trying to pout your way into getting the
Well,
song
I
to,
think
to
they
Vosgard.
can. We could leave and then.
Take all your stuff! Never come back!
So give me a bluff check. Because you could
Okay.
leave
Ooh, a
and never
fucking
come
bluff.
back.
No, I'm joking about the idea of letting us walk off with their dragon ship and all their stuff.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't believe you. You've got a king whose kingdom is here.
You're
Yeah.
coming back. This place
Yeah,
is
exactly.
awesome, and all your stuff is here.
Right, exactly.
So, right, but we need the song, right?
He glances towards the king. It is
we-
not mine to give.
All right. He looks like
we
he's-
can get the
he's
song.
caught.
Don't worry about that. We'll talk to Frug, Fru from Arg,
Crud.
Tug.
Trud. King
Trud.
Crud. Yeah, there you go. That's his name.
We'll go bug King Trud.
Hey, I'm Crud.
Right.
Crud. What's your name?
Arg.
Also,
Yeah,
Also,
great.
there's
Crud.
something-
Great, fantastic.
there's something. I just want to whisper to him. The king's mind's influenced by something.
He's glancing towards the king.
I'm sure you saw it too.
I can hear you whispering. He's been listening to your entire conversation.
What a wonderful breeze we've got here.
Don't worry, he's just a little dumbass.
How is the Lenorm hunting going? I am eager to see yet another thorn or horn in my collection.
Yeah, it'll come.
Return
With
tomorrow.
Yiggs.
a bunch of the servants drop what they're doing, and the craftsmen leave, go scurrying out.
Oh man.
Close the door behind
Fuck
you.
you.
The last one just nods to the king and
Shit, talk
Alright,
the
you guys
king
ready
right
for
in
a
front of the king. What's wrong with you?
It happens, man. Lemmy's Lemmy. This shit goes on. Deal with it, Uker, who slept with a monster.
Twice.
I hear that the Lenorm that dwells in the lake has 2 heads.
Yes.
Did the new drawings take that into account? Yes, High King. Good. Good.
The more information you can get on them, the faster we can get them.
You're the ones who are heroes and have access to Morfar's library. Get your own information. Do what I have commanded.
Let me.
Bring me the head of the next Lenorm, and I will give you the song to Vosgard. And if I hear that you've acquired it from the other king, know that there will be punishment. A fierce and harsh punishment for crossing your king.
Lemmy's just thinking. Yeah, whatever.
So,
But-
how do those things hibernate in the winter?
Shut up, Uker. Morfar. Let's get to your library. Come on, lads. Let's go hunt a Lenorm so that we can get our song.
You just feel a little
doing
bit
this adventure,
foolish for
fellas.
having the conversation, 20 feet away from the king at his back.
Well, I brought Lemmy, so I guess it's my fault.
Blow.
Morfar.
Blow me.
Yep.
So I said there was 2 things. This would be second thing is more personal thing. And Uker will speak loudly so King Ogmund can hear. Tomorrow, at the, I don't know if it's tomorrow's last day or on the closing day of the festival, I am going to demonstrate what I can do. Now, I am growing very quick. I want you to I want to spark golden age of man. I want monuments made to the greatness of what men can do. I want to help the craftsmen do this. You know craftsmen. You tell them that the rules before are now gone. If you come, you will see what I mean.
Are you inviting your king to this festival that you are holding on the edge of his city?
The king is most certainly welcome to partake in the festivities. I would be most honored if you would come.
Okay. The king, it's hard to read him when he's at his back to you, but there was definitely an edge to his voice that
I've got a +2 sense motive, so
Yep.
he could tell me that this shit pie isn't a shit pie, it's actually raspberries that smell like shit.
Oh, yum, yum, yum. I see you're lying to me.
So, if you can spread the word. If you deem it worthy.
So you want him to tell craftsmen that rules
specifically
no
the
longer
powerful
apply.
magic ones that if you need somebody to stack really big blocks that you can't move, or
How's it going?
create very large ridiculous things, then
fix the floor
we
again.
can create large ridiculous things.
My crown first, says the king.
Fair enough. Just
Each
as like
shall
a
be the toll for the new age. Each shall herald this new age. Yes. Yes, we will spread the word when the crown is complete.
Workers used to talking to wealthy people and just, yeah, of course, just nod and don't say nothing. Yep, yep. Yep.
Very happy, yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna off because I need to like get to the fact that Galeth is not happy about this and is getting really sick of this guy. I don't have bluff as a skill, so it's just charisma plus my mythic point.
Okay.
That ought to do.
That'll do, I know. 37 is pretty good for not having a rank in it.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
So yeah, he's just trying to hide the fact that he's getting really sick of this insane
I
game.
don't know if he's trying anything.
Lemmy's it's pretty obvious on Lemmy. Lemmy's like, oh, whatever. Whatever you fucking
You were in his
think."
courtroom saying the king is not a king.
Yeah, he didn't care. Lemmy's like, yeah, he lost his shit.
Last time I got irritated with somebody, he lost his kingdom. I mean, his land. Dwarves took over.
Give me a second. I'm looking for
Surrender.
I'm looking for my
King flies
Ah!
off.
for my notes on this Lenorm he wants you to fight.
Yep. It's the two-headed Death Lenorm, I think.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
Imagine it breathing 2 times.
No! Don't like it.
You know
Yeah,
that
we can
Words
do
are
that.
offensive to me, sir.
Oh, PFSRD's back up.
Hence, your argument is invalid.
If SRD, it was it down? Was it down for you?
it
It's
was
back
down. It was down for a day.
Back up. They
They-
migrated to a new server, so they were having some issues, but they're doing pretty good right now.
You defeated a Tega Lenorm or a Tarn one?
No,
Definitely defeated a
it's supposed to
Tiger.
be.
Lenorm.
It's supposed to be a Tarn.
Tega. This one's the Tarn. Okay.
Yeah, it's a two-headed Tarn Lenorm. Or Tarn Lenorms are always two-headed. I don't know which is the case.
Oh, there we go.
The
I was
electric
staring
one.
at the name, but I couldn't remember what it was called. Okay. Morfar invites you to his library to leave the king alone, so that you know.
Yeah.
So Cranky Pants could not make things worse for us.
Yep.
A rule about when you deal with nobles, you don't call them crazy in their own house.
That's just a general rule of politeness for anybody.
You'd be surprised how often that happens on Nalbert.
My family, a bunch of assholes. Uncle
Okay.
Fuckface is here.
Morfar walks with you
Nalbert
to the
ability
library,
can be a contentious lot.
which is another building in the Bubark Arch. You guys have spent
Yeah.
some time there. This next Lenorm, the one that the king is trying to make you go and fight, is powerful. Tarn Lenorms. This thing has a lair underwater and haunts
Alright.
the edge of the drowned forest on Thomasok Lake. Difficult for spells to penetrate.
Does that lake freeze over in this time?
The top of the lake will. Deep beneath the lake will not. Which should make things perhaps easier or more difficult.
Lemmy's already calculating spells. He's like, it'll take us like 3 hours to get prepared at least, and then 4 hours. He's just mumbling. He's mumbling. Like, Alright, fire protection, water breathing, air life bubbles, air bubbles.
The creature's two
Freedom
heads
of-
means that
freedom
there's
of movement.
always one awake while the other sleeps. And that no surprise will work against it. Its eyes are such that it would see through illusions. And should you try to grab it, its scales, your fingers will slide from it.
It's Lemmy.
Do not bear acid against it.
Does it breathe acid?
Yes. An
What else
acid
does it
that is
breathe?
also a toxic fume that is left behind. The poison is the worst. The acid will burn away as the poison eats your bones.
The poison.
So it's if we don't breathe it, we're okay.
No. It is the vapor after its breath.
Right. I should be able to protect y'all from that.
Does it go like this? Or like this? Corner line.
There
Does it cover an area, or does it
reports that of one or the other. Perhaps it can
Alright,
choose.
that's fine.
Or maybe one head is line head and one head is cone head.
You could tie its head in a knot. See it breathe that way.
This creature might be able to breathe simultaneously.
There's an uncomfortable thought.
So protection and resistance and immunity all at the same time.
This
Keep your
is-
distance from each other so it doesn't have a chance to catch us all at once.
This is a norm that I'm reluctant to send you against.
It'll be fine.
King Trud also lost his wizard against such a creature. No doubt the wizard's things are part of its hoard.
Unless they're
Quick question.
mounted.
Can it cast spells? I'm fairly certain the answer is no, but I don't want to make an
I don't
assumption.
think we mentioned any
While
Lenormands.
Lenorm's breath is much stronger than that of these metallic and chromatic dragons that I have learned about.
Pokemon 69 what's up?
It is not a spellcaster.
Monkey Monk what's up?
Thank the gods.
That's good. Alright, by the way, any other surprises that we might have to fight at the same time? Like the
I-
other one? There was a hell of a surprise that waited for us over there.
Yeah, giant lich frozen thing.
Right. That
I would
was
very
not welcome.
much suggest trying to find a different Lenorm. Perhaps one that lives in fjords or crags.
I don't want to fight it in winter time because underwater with ice is bad.
Right.
Is there
I bust out
do
a
we
lot of
know
I
where a
can get rid
crag
of a lot
one
of spells
is?
for that.
Let's see. Fjord Lenorm, a crag Lenorm, a Gare Lenorm.
Sounds like a fish. French fish.
So a crag, a fjord,
Tuna
a
Lenorm.
river Lenorm, or a Tor Lenorm. Actually, he doesn't suggest the Tor Lenorm. He suggests a river Lenorm, a fjord Lenorm, or a crag Lenorm. A
Where would
crag
we?
river or fjord Lenorm may be easier to slay. Now, I would only say such things amongst the company of those that bested Wintergall in mere seconds.
Yeah, he was pretty. He was dumb. I
Well,
don't know
next
about.
time, tell the story that we fought for a day and a night.
But we didn't.
Just tell
We
the truth.
landed. We.
I
That's-
have
it's not
already
the-
heard the stories.
not
You
a
guys,
good
you guys have
story.
been in Vosnsaga for like 2 months, so you know.
Yep.
I have already heard the stories, and I've seen the spire. He's impressed because apparently this Lenorm and maybe the surprise are what kept him from going to the Eye of Vietnam, like when he was younger.
Yeah.
He just never went back because he never had an adventuring party to go with. You know, like
Well, it was like, ow, ooh,
right.
ooh, ooh.
I became a high-level wizard, an old high-level wizard, because
Yeah. Alright, He doesn't.
likes
He,
being a
Lemmy
time.
doesn't care. Just
Damn, youthful adventurers cleaning out all of my dungeons. Fuck you.
Lemmy doesn't care. He's like, pick any little norm. We'll deal with it tomorrow.
So tomorrow
Pick something close so it doesn't take long to get there.
I will finish the festival,
He looks at Lemmy the way he's talking.
and you and Oberon can read the book on the norm to figure out where one is. That isn't two-headed the norm under the ice. Lake one, a river one might also be in ice.
Tarn River Fjord. These sorry, not Tarn. Crag, River, and Fjord, he says, are much more common, the norms. Crag being the most common.
Why don't you use your sending to send to one and offer it candy, and then when it comes for candy, we
What is candy?
sugar
It's
stuff.
like sweet.
Oh, like chocolate.
Tree sap. That's hardened.
Honey?
Yeah, it's hardened honey. You can just play around with it in your mouth.
Sounds delicious.
I'm Sir Galeth. Coffee sugar night.
Delicious, yes, more. Ooh, excellent. Charge all the things. Ah, surrender. Ah, yes, stop, quick.
The caffeine night.
So
This is excellent. I would like more, but please, yes.
I'm ready to smite anything.
if there are more, then they should be easier to find. Much lore.
Perhaps for the backing of the crown, he says, almost like he's annoyed. Like a bunch of big spikes and then little ones kind of around the back. You saw the pictures while you were standing amongst the plans. Morfar looks exhausted. Actually, he kind of sits down on a bench. Just kind of looks defeated.
Channel.
Do you
channel
have
energy.
the a sustaining ring so that you only have to sleep for a short time?
Are you trying to make Morfar's existence more miserable?
Just hanging out with Uker, your existence will become miserable anyways.
Or okay, yeah, that's not a good
He
idea.
just waves his hand to you. You notice that he does have rings on his fingers. He just waves like, "Don't worry about Morfar's magic items."
Don't worry.
Uker,
Well, like,
Uker, why don't you tell Morfar about magic?
I'll be back in 15
There's
minutes.
this one ring that you could get for very cheap that makes it so you don't sleep and don't need to eat. So Uker never wears one because Uker likes to eat.
Uker's magic lessons 101.
He actually glances at Altagar when you guys are talking about hunger. Altagar just glances back. There's nothing that Altagar has to say. Yep.
Okay,
I shall help Lemmy find the lair of one of the lesser Lenorms, so that you may show progress to the king. This Tarn Lenorm. I do not think that without careful planning you will go bumbling into.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We need to know exactly what kind of breath it has. Everything we can get about it.
we
We're not
know
stupid. That's
we
why we
know most
survived.
of that. Its problem is we need to know where it is. At some point, Morfar, I'm going to introduce you to Mei Ling, and that will give you more ideas too.
Your festival has attracted the attention of many.
It is very fun.
You should expect even King Thrud in a day or so.
Uker's clapping. Yeah.
I suggest that you let him win.
Oh, he needs to earn it.
Morfar looks towards Uker. You can't really tell whether he's glaring at you or... But he seems to be kind of settling in on the bench, like kind of like undoing some belt pouches and kind of pulling up a blanket and kind of like settling, like he's just going to sleep sitting up on a bench. You can choose not to listen to Morfar if you wish.
No. We listen to Morfar. We just sometimes don't do what Morfar say.
It is a great thing, this last celebration.
Getting such a Yoda vibe off of this dude. If he disappears, we have to deal with the king's bullshit on our own. Fuck no.
One last mythic wizard to defend him.
There is a sun that is rising before the sun goes out.
What does that mean?
It means that you have much reading to do, and find us Lenorm to
It looks like it's Morfar's nap time.
Let's
All
go.
right. All right, let's leave this
I am an
asshole
old
here and
man.
we'll go to his library.
My nap. Get out.
All right, let's let Oberon know that I'll be in the library researching and looking things up.
Do put another log on the fire before you leave.
Okay.
He could probably do this with magic on his own. He's making you guys do it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
We'll log up his fire. No worries.
You throw
I
a
will
couple-
pick up this
I
nub
want
of
to
the
start
tweet.
bringing more fart cookies.
Cast protection from fire on him. It's like it doesn't affect him. Aw. I don't cast spell on Mythic Wizard.
Okay. You do notice like there are things that you enter kind of his laboratory area while you throw the log on the fire. You do notice that there's a curious formula that's on a book that's open.
I'll take a look.
Okay. Give me a craft alchemy.
I get lots.
Formula that says, "Stop reading this.
Luker explodes.
Stop
48.
snooping around."
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Sulfur, saltpeter, carbon.
Gunpowder?
Yeah, it's a formula for gunpowder.
These are the right ratios.
There's actually some notes on
Yeah.
what ratios to use
Oh, yeah.
for more smoke or less.
You know what you need?
And
Supposedly,
I guess
Be a big cannon.
the phosphorus actually comes from bat guano. They're probably not at the point where they're making
Yeah.
their own.
they would spread false ratios for gunpowder back in the old days because
So
they
that
didn't
people-
want anyone to get the right thing. So they blow themselves up trying to experiment with it and be like, "Fuck that!"
That's funny. This with a 48. Yeah. These are the right ratios, and the right there's like fine tuning.
Booker will memorize. It's not that many ingredients.
Yeah, there's more notes than just like the three blurbs, but you catch that
Right.
it's
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about bat guano at this point.
Yeah.
And the end of the sentence is there must be a way to make this without. The theory is you can make this without an organic process of bat shitting everywhere, basically.
Bat farm.
It doesn't actually have the you'd have to flip
Yeah.
the page to see if
It's really cool.
they get
No,
anywhere.
it's- This is cool. This is just. If I need to make better fireworks, this is the guy to go to.
Yep. And like Morfar, you suspect that he left it out and open so that you'd see it?
Yeah. So could I take a can I write this out?
You just sit down and
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit down.
Just take the book, fuck it, or just
no,
tear
I'm
the
not
sheet
taking
out.
the book. Just tear the sheet out. No,
well, it would probably take you a few days to copy the book.
I don't need the whole book. I just want the whatever's on this page.
Okay, you take 10 minutes to
Yeah.
write out a couple of notes about
Yep.
one
Wouldn't hurt to
ingredient
flip
of the.
around.
Yep.
Wouldn't hurt to flip around and see what's going on.
It's interesting because bat guano or something that makes sulfur, which means that in the future when we go to the place that does the thing. If we could find their sulfur production, we could like really nerf their ability to make gunpowder. If we could figure out wherever they're getting that ingredient from. Let's go back to bats, bitches.
And then you discover what they're actually
Yeah.
doing is they're like casting like summon bat swarms. They're like shit now.
Poop now.
Poop! I give you the command, poop.
Or all
Yes, it's
their druids,
working.
all their druids have selected like giant bats.
There's all these bats.
Sit here and
Druids with
eat
guns.
this.
Gun druids. Okay, so you guys...
Iron
Druids.
guns. Actually, that's kind of cool.
You guys go back to...
Yep.
Well, to the books, we gotta
Yep.
find the norm.
I go back for my sleep. You
Go get
find
Oberon.
Lenore.
Go get Oberon. Tell him that I need his help, please. Sorry, could you ask Oberon to come over and give me a hand? Not gonna be able to read all this on my own.
Morfar does not like Oberon.
Fuck, I don't care.
This is Morfar's library.
Fuck my life.
Don't worry, Lemmy. We know you will do good
yeah,
job.
Oberon did not spend time in Morfar's library researching.
Morfar was like, "What? That's freak! Get it away from me!"
Yep.
So probably not best to put the freak near the guy who goes, "It's
so,
freak."
Lemmy's gonna research. The fuck am I rolling? Because I'm not. Lemmy's not a book guy.
Well, you're helping
Failed.
Morfar.
He failed the first 2 years of druidry. And there's nothing to read over there.
Well, then
Right,
maybe you're really good at reading.
Chose to spend more time with Gemadri, right?
Fucking right.
You were digging potatoes.
Turn into a snake. Okay, let's just talk about something else.
Did I give
Alright,
you
so,
guys the name of the other emissaries and ambassadors at
There's a
High King's
bunch.
Hall?
There was a whole bunch.
We know I think there was 3. One of them was the one from Crucible.
One of them's dead.
Fuck, die. Who killed that bastard?
Trud. Trud killed one of the.
Oh, right.
No, well, you
Good
killed one
boy.
of the kings. I'm talking about the
No,
people that
he
are at
killed-
the High King's Hall,
No, yeah, where we stayed, and the
where there are
diplomat.
kobolds and.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we know one of them was
they,
Crucible.
They weren't around when you got for the last few months that you were here. However, I'm wondering if we have the name of the ambassador.
The creepy guy.
Yep.
Give me a second. I've got a note on my sheet of. No. Chazarigan? No.
I got a note on my sheet of nope.
Nope. I have a note on my sheet that's not from that. Journal.
Yeah,
Kobold.
That's what I'm looking for.
There are no kobolds. Okay. Gun. There are no guns.
Just look for emissary, diplomat, dragon. No, not dragon. Crucible. There shouldn't be that many mentions of Crucible.
Okay, that's good.
Knowledge Arcana, Marty, or history? Knowledge history, maybe, or geography. Finding this bastard.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's fine. I'll make it up on the fly. You return. The festival of strength continues. You had planned this for a few days, I think.
Yep.
Let me just take a glance here, see when this is supposed to end. That evening, there's something that happens in the city that wakes everyone up. At first, you thought that it was just your village, or just your building. But there was a strange wind that just passed over the city, and a collective kind of cry of surprise and shock as all candles, lanterns, and cook fires, bonfires are extinguished in one big huff.
That's not good.
GTFO, let's get the fuck out.
And then there's this horrible breathing outside.
Go outside.
Oh, it's cold. It's cold.
Other elements doesn't help against it. Or-
It just seems to be like a chill that climbs into your bones.
Maybe that Lenorm was doing more than just sitting there like an asshole.
You can hear people like waking up and kind of being terrified at the noise and the.
All right. Someone who's got Euchre, can you get a potion of seeing visibility out?
An aurora in the sky.
Yeah,
And-
I'll whip
and
up
just
see
this
visibility over at Lemmy.
These huge 3 buffeting blasts of wind, and then slowly everyone
Load my armor.
who has enough courage makes their way to their campfires and torches, and you can see lights are starting to be lit again.
Lemmy,
You watch
Yeah,
one servant wander up to like the fire and like for a few moments just couldn't light the fire, and then eventually after the 3 breaths were done, the fire lit easily.
Seeing visibility, Marty?
Yep.
Turning into a small what's it called? Aeromantle?
Okay.
Invisible. And let's stick to the sky. Did I cast it or not? Longstrider Raider on myself, so 100 move speed or fly speed. I didn't cast it, so I cast Longstrider Raider and protection from cold. Resist energy cold. I cast on myself. Okay, and protection from energy.
That's stored resist energy and cold. That on myself.
Okay. So you guys spend about a minute casting spells. Sounds like.
Yeah.
Tordeflon.
Yeah, Tordeflon is kept
2,
just inside the
3,
building. You can see that
4,
he's
5,
shivering
6.
a little bit with the 3 breaths that happen.
6 rounds.
Uker is strangely cold despite his very
protective cloak.
protective cloak. The
Okay.
breathing came from the sky. The strange aurora.
If this is something we can punch, it's very far away.
Lemmy
Altagar-
takes to the sky.
Altagar agrees, and then Lemmy takes to the sky. Okay,
Perception checks.
sure.
I'm looking for something
how high are
flying
you
the frig
flying-
away.
How high are you flying up into the sky?
I'm going past the clouds, and I'm casting. As I'm going up, I'm casting. Where are you? Where'd you go? Life bubble.
Okay, so let me cast Life Bubble. There's a little earthy elemental inside a Life Bubble whipping up into the clouds to have a look. Yeah, give me a perception check. See if you see the thing that extinguished fires.
Fucking with us.
In a mythic radius.
It's 38.
At least it didn't cast mythic solid fog on us. That would be horrific.
Don't bring that
Come
up.
on! Fuck. 47.
We don't talk about that.
Okay. You didn't quite see it. You more felt the presence. The presence climbing higher than you know it's possible to fly. It rapidly comes, like, kind of leaves the sky and goes into the lights of the aurora, and the aurora slowly moves away to the north.
It's going towards the north. Lemmy's gonna turn into there's a bird that has scent.
Is it a question or a statement?
Bat. I think it's a. Give me a sec. I think I can turn into a bat. I know. I'm trying to get a scent of what the hell was.
Okay, the air is thin up here, but
You're in a life bubble, man.
Yeah, I'll dispel it and recast it again. I don't give a fuck.
you're trying to get a scent of the presence that.
Of whatever the hell did this.
Okay, interesting.
What fucking bird has scent? There's the bird.
Give me a second. I've got a list of everything somewhere.
Fuck.
A kiwi, maybe? I'm trying to figure out what bird I said, and that's about the only thing.
No, I
can think of.
remember. It was something silly.
Like
Oh, hold on. There's one here.
ostrich or an axe beak.
Can't fly. Oh fuck!
Vultures. Vultures have scent.
Excuse me.
You definitely know about vultures, Lemmy.
Alright, I vulture myself. Dispel.
Well, actually,
I
they're
vulture
crows, but
myself. Yep, vulture myself. Dispel the life bubble. Hold my breath.
Oh, it's really thin up here.
That's fine. Anything?
Vultures are you.
Vulture or giant vulture, probably.
It's a small animal.
It's the crisp smell of a winter that has come too early.
It's Groundhog Day.
But which direction is it heading towards? Is my question. Is it heading towards the island?
No, the aurora in the sky is a celestial event.
The dogs are mad.
It is
Okay,
heading-
knowledge.
It is heading north.
Magic a life bubble again, and I'm gonna head north.
Okay, all right. You don't seem to be able to
Catch up
catch
to
it. It feels like you're trying to catch the setting sun.
Okay, fucking let me turns around and comes back.
Okay. Just
so
as
that
you were
was-
about to turn and go back, you notice that the aurora did pause for a moment. And you felt the gaze of a presence upon you.
Wrong number.
Let me go speeding towards the
Nosedive into the sky, the ground.
the
I would like to do that.
safety of his companions and familiar. The safety of the city.
Yeah, disappear into the numbers. Take out the weaklings. I don't care. That's not Lemmy. It's Alex. All right.
Come morning, an interesting point there. Take out the weak ones. Apparently,
How many
the
people
breath killed many old people and young.
Giving ideas, oh man.
You.
There seems to be much more panic than the numbers, but we'll say in your neighborhood, probably a handful.
How many young have died?
You don't know. You hear wailing of some parents next door, and then a couple of old people that people are bringing out of buildings.
I'm gonna go and try to lay on hands as many as possible, as quickly as possible, in case
Yeah.
they're just in a dying state.
Okay, Galloth goes out. Apparently, it looks like they froze to death, or they died in their sleep.
They were old and weak, or young and weak.
Heal check, Marty. I want to do a heal check on them to see, was this magic? Like, were they targeted, or were they were too cold to get up and restart the fire?
It's definitely magic. I'm not gonna...
No. Magic that caused
Yeah,
it, but
give me
did
a
the
heal-
magic
give me a heal
target
check.
them? 37?
Yeah, it's almost like they died of exposure. It's
No,
like
to
somebody
detect magic on them?
It's like somebody fell asleep in a very cold environment and didn't wake up.
Did detect magic?
No magic.
So was this
Delay your competition, Uker. Needs to be a day of mourning. This was not something. Fuck it, Oberon. We need to talk about this.
I think I agree with Lemmy on delaying. Competition will be held for a day.
Okay.
Oh.
99 people die.
Gretzky, people died.
Marty, Lemmy is
Damn it, speak English, not Canadian.
Hey, Gretzky spent a significant amount of his career in LA. And then he did his career, I think, in...
As far
New
as
York?
the Americans know, he
Yeah.
was in the Mighty Ducks movie, and that's it.
Fuck you. From the rest of the Canada, fuck you.
That's fair. That's fair. That's what Americans know about him. If they even know who he is.
Did he sell Advil? Tylenol, sorry.
So
Tylenol?
maybe.
Okay.
Pain?
Day of mourning. There are many funerals that are held, and nobody really seems to cause any problems. They are speaking that this was a harvest of the gods.
Does anybody know who did this?
It was
Many of the
I've
priesthoods
got some information I need to Uker.
are many of the temples are overwhelmed with the number of people that are showing up, and the question on a lot of people's minds, although they are shamed and shushed when they actually say it out loud, is this the Ragnarok?
No. Maybe.
But apparently, merely the mention of that word causes other people to shame them into silence.
It's not a bad reaction. It's because if you give in, it's the end times. Everybody goes, whoa! Well, then of course that is now the end times, no matter what's the cause of it. So, yeah.
Blues, prophecies, it fulfills itself. Yeah.
Yeah. So, this day's day of mourning, and gives them a chance to read in the library, I guess.
Okay.
If Oberon can through his tears.
Oberon is much bothered by this, and Lokrik seems to be very confused. Are you bringing Oberon up to Morfar's library?
Oh no.
Okay.
So that wasn't the giant frozen treat thing, right?
I don't know what it was.
Could
I don't think so. It didn't go to the. It was just heading straight north.
could
No,
somebody
remember those?
check the? Could you bring me to check the temple with Altagar?
What temple?
Well, what the frost giant guy got out or something?
Oh, there. No, it didn't go from there. It wasn't him. No, this was something different. Marty, I wanted to roll a knowledge arcana or spellcraft. What could have done this? For yesterday?
There's no... Well, sure.
Okay.
Spellcraft.
Don't bother,
Arcana.
but okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
And we're in magic. I don't know.
So
what it was.
there's
I'm not
no
sure
first
what
through fourth level spell that you know of that could have done this.
This was a control weather on
Yeah.
crack. And it wasn't even because they could have put like a super blizzard on us, but it wasn't. It was weird.
This was some.
It was
This was
3
something different.
cold breaths that extinguished all lights within the city that you know of.
Could you, Lemmy, can you send
Okay.
to Dvergholm to see if it got that far? And, Wolfsgard. Runeshod.
Let's just teleport there. It's faster. Takes me an hour to do something.
Okay.
Alright, Lokrik, Uker, is that enough? We'll just go there and come back?
Yes, I'm now concerned. Very concerned, says Oberon.
Alright, Oberon, you take a bunch of guys and you go to, Rootshold, and we'll meet back here.
Okay, Oberon
Right.
will take Altagar.
Okay. In fact, then... Alright, fine. We'll go to Dvergholm and you go there, and then we'll meet back here. Alright.
Okay, so they
Teleport.
go to Dvergholm. Where are you going? Runeshot?
Runeshot, yeah.
Okay. The phenomenon also happened there in Runeshot.
How's the old lady?
Four people died, and then the old lady, we'll say 1 in 10 chance that she was old enough. If I roll a 1, then no, she's still alive.
What about livestock? Does do any damage to livestock?
The livestock were not taken.
This was not random. There was a presence there. Or something that did this. What the fuck was the cause of it?
We're not finding like frozen rats or like frozen dogs or anything anywhere.
No.
Well, I guess if fires went out, there may have been a chance like somebody's old dog died, but it didn't seem to be a mass phenomena.
Okay. So it's targeted on the city itself.
Well, and in Runeshod, and in
Right, but it's targeted on the. It's not just like the whole freaking like region froze. It was just.
Did any non-humans die?
Yep. Loka comes back with tears in his eyes when you guys meet again back in Vosnsaga.
Shit.
So it was in Runeshod.
It's everywhere.
Something. The gods. That's what
No,
Lokrik's saying.
it was not the gods. It wasn't the gods. It was something else, Lokrik. Something big. It was something powerful. It noticed me. It moved high. It flew high, higher than we should be able to fly.
Well, then talk to it.
Are you out of your frickin' mind? Couldn't reach it. It's like
No,
chasing
talk
the
to
sun.
it now. Send to it. Say why you do this, you asshole.
Only care about non-humans? Do you racist? Oh, care about non-humans, do you racist? There we go. That's where the comments should have been. For some reason, my brain went, do you even racist?
Do you even racist, brah? It's one of those, is the punishment of man, because we start getting into animals and other things, and is it all sentience? Is it like, did a bunch of unicorns also die, or fairies, or, you know?
It seemed to attack the young and the old.
No. Lemmy, you know sort of what it is, and you use that way to talk to Grenseldek. So talk to it.
Right. It's not exactly the same thing. Alright. Sort of my sendings.
Damn it, if this was a fourth circle alchemist thing, I would do it. But it is fifth. Humans are people too. Yeah, we're just
Alright.
trying to gauge the, what type of phenomena this is. Need to know. What kind of phenomena, other than a
Anti-baby and old
shitty-
people storm.
Anti-baby evil old people stuff.
We're gonna call it the polio swarm. Haha. Polio.
Okay, so what message do I send this bloody thing?
Well, ask. Why did you do this? Something.